right. Welcome to the Church of Hot Sauce. As always, I am Pepper Bay. We got a great lineup of sauces that we're going to try today. One of the companies is the infamous Hellfire Hot Sauce, as well as a sauce that comes from the local Sasquatch festival. It's called Sausquatcha. Sausquatcha is the name of the sauce. So pretty excited about that. Look forward to reviewing these sauces here today. Hope everybody is feeling blessed to be above dirt this wonderful Sunday, the 26th of January. And thank you for joining me as always. Let's get right into it here. All right, first one up from Hellfire. We've got the Hellfire Pub and Pizzeria Red Jalapeno. Can't beat that. Love the slightly different label than usual for them. Usually there's some kind of character on there. This definitely seems pub appropriate as far as the design is concerned. Gotta love it. Says everything you need to know about it right on the label there. Oh my goodness, ingredients. Ingredients are going to be water, red jalapeno, peppers, apple cider vinegar, tomatillos, garlic, cayenne peppers, Anaheim chili powder, balsamic vinegar, lemon juice from concentrate, lime juice, paprika, curry powder, salt, and mustard. So definitely getting those classic red sauce vibes. How's it going, Double N? This one is the Hellfire Next Door Pub and Pizzeria sauce again, by Hellfire. So we're going to go ahead and open this bad boy up here. Either I'm getting old or the ingredients labels are getting smaller. One of the two is for sure happening, though. All right. Let's go ahead and give it a Taylor Swift. We're going to shake it up. Shake it up. See what we get smell-wise right off the bat. Oh, that has a wonderfully lovely smell. It's nice and warm. You definitely get the essence of red jalapenos. Yeah, let me point this out real quick. This is the ingredients list. So I don't think it's necessarily that I can't see the label. It's just, it's super fine print, guys. Yeah, I'm getting almost like a like an earthy like A1, but not as distinctual, like not like without anchovies, more or less. It smells really good. I'm excited about this one. Let's see what we got here consistency wise. Beautiful. Definitely a little watery, but also at the same time, there's definitely some some texture to it, which that's the perfect consistency for hot sauce in my opinion. Okay. Oh, I love that earthiness. You definitely get a beautiful, like that beautiful base flavor of the red jalapenos. It's not too overwhelming. Nice little hint of spice. Something that would pair really well with some kind of tomato acidity. Like a pizza, or maybe even some pasta if you wanted to, you wanted to make some pasta, as I call it. Wow. That's drinkable. That's very nice. Now, there's clearly already some tomatoes in here, but the texture is almost velvety, and I love that. It's got a great flavor to it. The heat definitely hits the roof of your mouth and the front of your palate. Yeah, there's definitely like 3 kinds of vinegars in here, so that it's definitely a heavy vinegar-based sauce. But the heat level's maybe a 1, for me. Some maybe like a 2 or a 3 for a non-chili head. Not crazy. Something that can be a table sauce that you can pretty much put on everything. Oh my god! If you whisked this into or drizzled as a way to finish it, as like a garnish on a tomato soup, if you're having like a nice tomato soup with a beautiful grilled cheese, this would absolutely accentuate the fattiness of the cheese, the texture of the tomato soup, the acidity from the tomatoes. This is yummy. You cannot go wrong with that. It also feels nice and light. It doesn't feel heavy, almost probably because of the lime and lemon juice, which it definitely finishes with on the tail end. That's wonderful. I'd probably call that solidly an 8 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with that sauce. Nothing wrong with adding that to your rotation of sauces. Again, that is the Next Door Pub and Pizzeria by Hellfire Hot Sauce. A nice little 8 out of 10. 1 out of 10 on the heat level. That's a beautiful sauce. Not wrong with that. Go ahead and cleanse my palate there. Next up, we got premium quality Hellfire, the world's finest handcrafted artisan hot sauces, Black Label, extra spicy red hot sauce. Again, almost looks like a pub label, which is great. Gotta love that. Well done. Says everything you need it to right on the label. Okay, ingredients on this one are going to be garlic, apple cider vinegar, fire roasted red jalapenos, cayenne pepper mash, fire roasted tomatoes, onions, Reaper pepper mash, water, sun-dried tomatoes, cilantro, sea salt, cumin, chili powder, oregano, paprika, crushed red peppers, black pepper, coriander, curry powder, lemon juice, and lime juice. Hellfire's out of Wisconsin. If you're not following them on Facebook, please go check them out. Great company. They do a lot of limited releases. If you're ever looking to start collecting, that's probably a company to start with, either Blair's or Hellfire. Both those companies do really nice wax sealed bottles or limited releases, whether it's extract or hot sauce. We're going to give it a Taylor Swift and shake it up, and cleanse my palate one more time here. Let's see what we get here notes wise. Ooh, Touch my nose. Hopefully that doesn't burn later. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Definitely getting the cumin. Definitely getting the sun-dried tomatoes, which is just like a more concentrated tomato flavor, like when it really comes down to it, flavor-wise. You can definitely smell the paprika. You can smell the pepper mashes, beautifully intertwined. This is nice. Hellfire really, they really do have quality ingredients that go into these sauces, and you really can't go wrong with their stuff. I have yet to get a sauce that I've given less than a 7, so that's pretty impressive. The consistency is great. It's a little thicker, but not too crazy thick where I gotta smack it like a Heinz ketchup bottle. Cheers. Got a nice earthiness. The cumin comes over everything, but in not an overpowering way. It just accentuates every little piece of it. You get this nice blast of the mixture of the tomatoes and the red jalapenos and the paprika and the pepper mashes, all blending. It finishes with a nice acidity dip with the lemon and the lime, and then leaves you after you've swallowed with a nice little burn in the front part of your mouth. That's nice. Definitely vinegar based, so if you're not a vinegar based fan, you probably won't like it, but I love vinegar based sauces. I think that honestly they're some of the best sauces out there. It's my opinion. We're gonna get another spoonful of that one. Yeah, that's wonderful. Look at that. Look at how it sits. Like I said, it's a little thicker. So like this would be like if you're mounting down a bag full of burritos, because we all know we do that, and you want something that's gonna stick and maybe not fall all over or slide down the burrito. This is what the kind of consistency of sauce that you're gonna want. Really well made sauce. You even taste the freshness of the cilantro that's in there. I'd probably give this a solid 7.7 out of 10. It's a great sauce. It's gonna be a little hotter than the last one. You're probably hitting a 2.5 or a 3 on the heat scale for a chili head. Maybe a 4 or 5 for a non-chili head. So it's starting to creep up as far as the heat level is concerned. Well, that's a solid sauce. Again, that's their Black Label extra spicy red sauce by Hellfire out of Wisconsin. Nothing wrong with that. Excuse me. Cleanse my palate here. So out of the mystery case, I got a case. I didn't get a box. I think I needed to specify that from last week's episode. So I got a case. So it's 15 bottles. I think it was an incredibly great price point for how many bottles that you get. So if you can get your hands on one of them, I know I got mine during Halloween so that I could get a special edition that only came in the boxes. But their lineup is fantastic. So honestly, if you're able to get one of these boxes, I think they're like $45, and you get 15 bottles of hot sauce. Like that's crazy. That's a crazy deal. So jump on that if you can. This one right here is the Hellfire Hot Sauce Infierno de Ajo Verde. It's got a cool little label. You got a skull with some ram horns going on there. I love me a good verde. That Hodag sauce that I tried last week knocked it out of the park. So let's see if this even comes close to that one, because that's going to be hard to beat. I'm going to be honest with you, because that's probably one of my favorite sauces right now. That bottle's like, I've probably got like one more use out of it. It's gone. So I will definitely be ordering more of that. Let's get the stuff over here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a magnifying glass or something. That's crazy. Let me see if I can use my phone function here to kind of zoom in. Okay. We got tomatillos, fire roasted green jalapeno pepper mash, onions, roasted garlic, green habanero pepper mash, scallion puree, Granny Smith apples, distilled water, distilled vinegar, cilantro, green reaper pepper mash, sea salt, lime, and cumin. Can't go wrong with that. That's exactly what you want to see from a verde sauce as far as that ingredients list is concerned. I love the use of green peppers. Maybe the frost came a bit early. Maybe you had some peppers fall off the plant a little early. Maybe they were harvested a little too early. There's always some way that you can utilize a product other than throwing it away. I know I had a chef in culinary school, Chef Franz from Austria, and he always said, total utilization. Nothing should be thrown away if you can use it somewhere in the kitchen. And verde sauces in general are a great, like the epitome of that philosophy of, if you can use it, use it. And verde, I mean, who doesn't love a good verde sauce? So let's go ahead and see what it does to the nose here. Oh yeah, exactly what the tomatillos are. The first thing that hits your nose. You get a little bit of the cumin, you get a little bit of the acidity from the lime juice. You can taste behind that, you can taste the rustic earthy flavor from the pepper mashes. This is good. I'm sure this is gonna be amazing. It's exactly what you want. The first thing that should hit your nose with the verde is tomatillos. If they're not using tomatillos, it's not a verde sauce. It's a green sauce, and that's fine too. But know that's the reality. So we're gonna go ahead and see what the consistency's like here. Beautiful consistency. Exactly what you want to see. Cheers. Almost a sweetness comes in from the roasted tomatillos. It's absolutely exactly what you want to see from actually fire roast. Like some people might say that it's fire roasted, and you should get like an earthiness, like almost like charcoal kind of effect, where it's a deeper depth of flavor. But you should also get some caramelization from that natural sugar that's in the tomatillo. So a little bit of sweetness at the beginning is absolutely wonderful and shows that the time and process has been done correctly. Yum. This is really, really good. Sweetness hits. Then you get the freshness that the green peppers give. Because even in a mash, which is like, it's not fermented, but it is at the same time, the freshness really pops out with green peppers. Obviously when doing a verde. So you get that, and then at the end you get this beautiful heat that just envelops your entire mouth, but it's not too ridiculous. The freshness and the how light this is. You could use this for final plating on pretty much anything. As a nice little garnish. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful flavor. You get the at the very end when you get that heat, you get that. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. That Reaper flavor. It's a little earthy, but it's still vibrant, hot. Wow. Like again, this is another drinker. That's really beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and give this a solid 9 out of 10. Nothing wrong with that. Wow. Heat levels maybe a 2, and it's definitely because it sticks around. It's the Reaper. It's a great sauce. It's a great sauce. It's definitely, again, because it's a Reaper hot, it definitely creeps up a little bit more, so maybe you might finish it at a 3. But this is a great go-to bear day. Can't go wrong with this. It's definitely a little hotter than the Hodag from last week. Wow, that's great flavor. Honestly, really impressed by Hellfire. I hadn't had any Hellfire sauces until I bought this case. And so far, I'm pretty impressed. Like, they definitely know what they're doing over there, so. Cannot go wrong with that. Okay. Last but not least, we have kind of a niche-y sauce. So every year in South Carolina, down in Westminster, I go to something called the Sausquatch Festival. First year I was down here. For those that don't know, I have giant feet. I wear size 18s. And they have a biggest foot contest. I won biggest foot in South Carolina. And then last year somebody came out and beat me by a 1/4 inch, so I got second place. But it's a great festival. Happens every year in like July or August, I can't remember. It might even be September. I think it's September actually. And it's just a fun time. And when I was there this last year, I saw this. And anytime I go to an event that's not hot sauce related and I see some hot sauce, I'm probably going to buy it. Especially in a circumstance like this, it's like, yeah, all right, you know. I even got a shirt because like the artwork is just absolutely fantastic in my opinion. Like Sasquatch, he's on fire. Probably because he's been eating hot sauce all day. You know, got to put it on tree bark or whatever they eat. It's awesome. It says, hidden deep in the woods lives Sausquatcha. The heat index is done by Sasquatch Feet. Again, very niche-y. Great marketability for something like a Sasquatch festival. Can't beat it. Let's see here. This is a Scotch bonnet burn. Look how small that ingredients list is. Love that. Small ingredients, like you can have long ingredients. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's almost like going to a restaurant. Like, let's say you go to Cheesecake Factory and they've got like 27 pages of a menu. They can't be doing it all right. You know what I'm saying? So the less ingredients, especially if you can make a good quality sauce. This is also niche-y, so if it's a good quality sauce, on top of being niche-y, like, that's awesome. Because sometimes it's just kind of made to like, oh, this is going to be a gag gift, or I'm going to get this for somebody and they're never going to open it. So I'm hoping, got high hopes, and hopefully it's a quality sauce. It's going to have yellow chili peppers, which are going to be Scotch bonnets, fatales, and yellow Moruga scorpions. Excuse me. Vinegar, apple cider, and white. Organic sugar, fresh lime juice, salt, garlic, green mango, and thyme. Don't see green mango used a lot. And honestly, don't see thyme used a lot in hot sauce ingredients. So this is very interesting. We're gonna give it a Taylor Swift, and we're gonna shake it up. Shake it up. Again, long ingredients with me are kind of like using xanthan gum. Like it's not necessary, but if you have it and it works and it tastes good, then who cares? All right, let's go ahead and see what this smells like after I cleanse my palate one more time. Wow. Okay. If anybody has ever had Pulley's hot sauce, great company. I should definitely review some sauces of theirs on here. Great individual, great sauce company. But he makes a sauce called Chiba Gold that is made with yellow marugas, and it's the best. It's probably the best maruga sauce out there, in my opinion. But if you know that sauce, or you had marugas before, you know it's got like a very vibrant, bright, hot smell to it. It's not like it's not earthy. I wouldn't say it's citrusy either, but it's not earthy like a lot of the other super hots. And that's a lot of what I'm smelling right now, which that makes me very excited, to be honest with you. Wow. Okay. Not really getting any. I'm just getting maruga, and that's fine. I personally, it's one of my favorite. Like, I like some of my favorite peppers are Aji lemons, marugas, and Scotch bonnets. Like, I love that heat level, probably like around like 150,000 Scovilles to like 300,000, somewhere in there. You get really vibrant peppers that aren't just heat. You get a nice little array of flavors going on in there. Ooh. I almost bet you that this is going to be the hottest one of the bunch, even though it doesn't have reapers like some of the other ones did. Let's see what the consistency's like. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Not too pureed, but still has some texture. Oh, I'm definitely getting some acidity. So some freshness from that lime. Is it lime juice? Yeah, fresh lime juice. And that's the key too. It's not from concentrate, it's fresh. So you get a lot bigger of a pop. Wow. Really slides over the spoon well too. Okay, so wow. Right away, you get a freshness from the maruga that's like as if I just ate a fresh pot. It's not like a sauce freshness. Very few sauces are able to do that. High Desert has a few, like Co-Conspirator. I honestly have one, my Mojave Green. This one is, wow. It's so crazy that you can get that kind of freshness from a pepper in doing it certain ways and preparing the peppers certain ways, blending them a certain way. Like every little step can take you to a place where you get that freshness from a fresh pod as opposed to a sauce pepper. Wow. You get that freshness from the maruga. Like I swear I just bit it straight into a maruga. Texture's amazing. You automatically get that acidity from the lime juice, and then that green mango flavor, which is like a more subtle, not as sweet mango flavor. Wow. And it finishes with some dexterity. My goodness, the heat is beautiful. Already can feel it in my belly, which marugas are definitely good at that. Even over reapers, in my opinion. Wow. Wow. For a niche sauce, I'm very impressed. The organic sugar, you can tell that that sweetness is there. It tastes light. It doesn't taste heavy. Wow. I'm going to give this a nice little 7.5 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with this sauce. This is a sauce. The heat level is definitely like, it's definitely a 5 or a 6. It builds, it hits the gut. Doesn't hit you in the back of the throat. It hits you in your entirety of your palate, but not in the back of the throat. And then your stomach gets warm. Great sauce. I mean, anything that you want to add a different kind of heat that actually gets you a little bit, this is going to be the one for it. Honestly, on some jerk chicken, I could see this working. Wow. A drizzle on a nice tostada. Oh my goodness, yeah, that heat is building still. That's what I love about Morugas. It's such a creeper as far as like, you get hit with it and it's going to keep going for a little bit. Mouth still salivating, like, that's really, really decent. Again, 5 or 6, if you're looking for something that's gonna push you a little bit on your heat tolerancy without going overboard, Sausquatcha. And that is distributed by BFS Gear. Wow. Which is BigfootSearchGear.com. Can't beat that. Yeah, nice little 7.5 out of 10. A 5 is what I would give like a normal, like, Tapatio, Tabasco, like Sriracha. It's a base level is 5. Lower than that, you're not as good. Anything above that, like above a 7, is something like that's a rotation sauce in my opinion. It's decent. If I'm talking like a 10 out of 10, you need to leave this show and go buy it immediately. Well, that's a nice little 7.5 out of 10. If you ever find yourself at a Sasquatch festival and you see this, buy it. I think it was like $8. So way better than just being niche-y. All right. Time comes for the spicy sermon today. And I thought I'd touch on one of the 10 commandments, which is honor thy mother and thy father. My mother just celebrated her 65th birthday, if you can believe that. Blessed to have my mom around. Blessed to have such an amazing support system that includes my mom. Amazing individual. She'd give you the shirt off of her back. It just, forget Mother Teresa. Like, if there's a way to nominate somebody for sainthood, like, my mom should be on that list. Again, truly blessed. One of the things is, sometimes life can get crazy and you take certain things for granted. And you never know what's going to happen, what tomorrow will bring. And I know the sacrifices my parents made in order to give me a better life than they had growing up. And I can't tell you the strides that they made, just the crazy leaps and bounds that they were able to pull off to give me a better life than what they were provided. And I appreciate that every day. I appreciate, my dad being at sea and my mom, teaching me how to be an understanding man, a patient man, somebody that's comfortable with their emotions. And I really just can't say enough, like, how thankful and blessed that I am. I hope to celebrate many more birthdays with her. I took her out to, she wanted to go to Longhorn. We went out to Longhorn. It was a great meal. Had an amazing time. And what I'm going to really charge my viewers with this week is if you haven't, even if you haven't talked to your mom in a day, call her. Tell her you love her. If she's close by, go visit. Give her a big old hug. You don't know when that hug's going to be the last one. And, you definitely don't want to regret anything in life. So, be blessed. And when you're honoring your mother and father, you're truly taking what they have shown you, taught you, helped you become, and you're honoring them in your daily lives and your daily tasks, and holding to those core values that they've bestowed in you, and really running with it. And every day that you honor them and you show those efforts and you show those traits, you know that your parents will be proud of your actions. And they really can't ask for anything better than that. Again, very blessed. So go hug your mom, go kiss her, go tell her you love her. And just take what you were shown, take what you were given, and better, if you have kids, better that situation for them just as your parents did for you. Well, it's that time of the episode. Really enjoyed today's episode. Thank you again for Hellfire Hot Sauce and Sausquatcha. Please check out the YouTube channel. I've got all the individual reviews up on there from past episodes, and I'll have today's episodes up today. Comment, like, subscribe, do all the things, click all the buttons. And as always, here on the Church of Hot Sauce from Pepper Bay, may the spice be with you and also with you. Thanks for joining me, everybody. See you next Sunday. Have a wonderful rest of your day.